XFM News on point.
News on XFM. I'm Chris Tim. The National Resistance Movement NRM has confirmed that President Yoweri Kaguta Museveni will be unveiling his manifesto on the 2nd of November immediately after his nomination. Museveni, who is the party presidential flag bearer, will be nominated at about 10 a.m. at Kyambogo and later unveil the manifesto in a meeting that will be attended by a selected group of people who will follow the SOPs. Unlike in the past, the National Resistance Movement treasurer, Rose Namayanja, says the Ugandan head of state will not hold a nomination rally due to the COVID-19 guidelines.
In compliance with the standard operating procedures, this time we are not going to have a nomination rally. We are just going to have a meeting where we comply with all standard operating procedures, but at the same time launch our manifesto. But as you remember, the candidate is also the president of Uganda. So other than the nominating and seconding persons, he is entitled to his detail, the security and handlers and any other detail that he is entitled to.
The Electoral Commission has verified and cleared the supporters of 4 aspiring candidates for the 2021 presidential elections. They are Yoweri Kaguta Museveni from the NRM and independents Fred Mwesigye, Henriette Mukunde and Nancy Kalembe. The Commission in a statement said that they are still verifying the supporters of 18 other aspiring candidates who include Kyagulanyi Ssentamu Robert of the National Unity Platform, Amuriat Boy Patrick of the Forum for Democratic Change, Mugisha Muntu of the Alliance for National Transformation, among other potential candidates. The Commission said that presidential aspirants who have attained verified supporters from at least 98 districts or cities shall be issued with a certificate of compliance, which they will present to the returning officer on the nomination day. The nominations of the presidential candidates shall be conducted on Monday the 2nd and Tuesday the 3rd of November 2020 at Kyambogo University Sports Grounds, which is next Monday and Tuesday. Nansana Municipality Member of Parliament candidate Wakaima Musoke Nsereko has decried the continued police brutality on the opposition candidates and has called for help. Wakaima said that after nomination, police has been disrupting their meetings and they are not allowed to reach out to their supporters despite observing the guidelines by the Commission. He adds that police does not stop at beating them, but it also confiscates their campaign material and impounds their vehicles, thus making the campaigns hard and more costly for them.
It becomes very difficult actually to look for votes. Once you put your vehicle on the road, the police will confiscate it, and getting it is a problem. And you know, we are operating in a period where there is no money. Money is scarce, you know. And again, in such a huge stuff, you find that police is becoming also a roadblock.
In crime news, police are holding 22 male adults who are suspected of defiling 13 female juveniles in a brothel at Katwe. The intelligence-led operation was conducted by the Clock Tower police around Best Zone, Katwe 2 parish, where they got them with 13 female juveniles. The Kampala Metropolitan Police Deputy PRO Luko Wesigide says that the 3 pairs of female juveniles were found in compromising positions with male adults in a brothel allegedly operated by one Mustafa Mwezi, who was also arrested.
It is alleged Mustafa has been trafficking unsuspecting female juveniles from up country, recruiting them into these acts of prostitution. The men and of course Mustafa have been charged with on various offenses ranging from defilement, trafficking in person, procuring defilement, doing acts likely to cause a spread of an infectious disease, and also operating a brothel. All suspects are currently detained at Katwe and Anatete Police, and our gender-based violence desk is handling the rehabilitation process of the juvenile.
Osigire added that in a related operation, over 90 people were arrested at midnight at the Front Page Hotel in Zana after they were found flouting the COVID-19 guidelines.
The detained suspects are currently being housed at our police in Katwe and Natete police station as investigations go on. We would like to caution the public not to assume that police will not enforce these guidelines. The guidelines are still standing.
Now, with barely 3 months left to the country's general election, Ugandan citizens have a long list of pressing concerns that they want their leaders to address. From unemployment to agriculture or health, the New Vision has compiled the top 20 critical concerns voiced by the poll respondents during a recent Vision Group public opinion poll. Starting today, Monday, New Vision and its sister media outlets will publish an in-depth article every day highlighting each of the 20 issues in detail, as put forward by voters. The New Vision Group research team interviewed a total of 5,987 respondents aged 18 years and over in 45 districts across the country. The respondents were randomly asked to state their most outstanding issues of concern in their respective localities without giving them a list of issues to choose from. Many of them are between the age of 25 and 29 and married or living with a partner. Self-employed listed health as their top concern, followed by poverty, education, a poor road network, national security, water and sanitation, agriculture, food security, energy and employment, among other issues. Therefore, to get more information on this research, you can get yourself a copy of the New Vision newspaper starting today. In world news, Spain has declared a national state of emergency and imposed a nighttime curfew in an effort to help control a new spike in coronavirus infections. Prime Minister Pedro Sanchez said the curfew between the hours of 2300, which is 11 p.m., and 6 a.m. would come into force on Sunday. Under the emergency measures, local authorities can also ban travel between regions, Mr. Sanchez said. He said he would ask Parliament to extend the new rules initially in force for 15 days to 6 months. Now in sports news, Jamie Vardy came off the bench to score a customary goal against Arsenal and send Leicester City to within a point of the Premier League summit with their first win at the Gunners' home since 1973. In that game, Leicester did beat Arsenal by 1-0. In other Premier League games played last evening, Southampton beat Everton by 2-0, while Wolverhampton Wanderers and Newcastle played out to a 1-1 draw in their fixture. And that's the latest XFM News.
XFM News on point.